All right guys, I am standing on my driveway here, and to my right here I have, believe it or not, there is a barbed wire fence behind all this brush. So I have an overgrowth of trees, bushes, weeds, oh, you name it, it's growing here. It's gotten to the point where it's gotten so bad that it's growing so much into my driveway that it's brushing the cars as they come in and out. I've gotten fed up with it, and I've been trying to figure out a way to tame it and push it back. And I think I figured out a way, and we're going to get started with that right now. Alright guys, so what I've done is I purchased a 8-inch 56 tooth carbide tipped blade for my weed trimmer. This has a 1-inch hole, or 25.4 millimeter, and it comes with a small reducer. It looks like a little washer that fits right in here, and it brings it down to 20 millimeter, and that's what I need. Also, I had to purchase for my weed trimmer, because I have an Echo PAS 225, and this will fit the PAS or the SRM 225 weed trimmers. This is a blade conversion kit, so you can put your blades on your weed trimmer. All the links to where I got this and this. I'm also going to be using a safety helmet and shield. I'm going to put a link in the description to where I purchased all this, all right? So, let's mount this on my weed trimmer so we can mount this blade on there. All right guys, I have my weed trimmer mounted on my vise, and on this particular weed trimmer I have a little slot there, and in here I have another slot. What you want to do is stick your screwdriver, preferably a Phillips or something, in there like that, and what you want to do is grab the entire head here and take it off. Now this is a left-hand thread, so you have to go the other way, all right? So you have to go clockwise with it, and the entire head will just come right off. Just like that. Alright guys, the next thing you want to do is take off this part right here. This slides right off. Now, you have 3 screws here, okay? These are a Torx screw, and they're a T25. So, you want to take these off. Now this whole assembly should come right off, okay? Your whole guard here. Ooh, there's a lot of grass stuck in there, isn't there? Alright guys, so let me show you what this kit comes with. When you open it up, you're going to get this harness here. This wraps around your shoulder and around your waist, so you can clip to your weed trimmer, so when you're weed trimming, the weight is hanging off this. You're going to get all the necessary adapters and everything, screws and nuts and things like that. A little Torx wrench, I should say. Extra handles that you can mount to it, so you can hang on to that as you're brushing all the weeds and the trees and the brushes and all that. You're going to get a guard also, so you can replace the old guard and put this new one in. This is specifically for the blades, okay? This mounts to your weed trimmer, so you can hook up your harness from on your waist and take the weight off your shoulders that way. They do give you one of their blades, so you can use this in the future also. So that's very cool. All right. This is just standard steel. It's not a carbide or anything. So it's not going to work as good as the Renegade, but at least you'll have an extra one. All right, guys, the first thing we need to do is get this out of the way, of course. We want to stick on the new guard, okay? And that is going to go on just like that. Then they give you this plate that's also got to go on there. Alright guys, the next thing we need to do is put the screws in to hold this all down. Now they give you these long ones. Obviously this is not going to work. This is too long. But the original ones that went in here will work just fine. So we're going to just put the original ones back in. Make sure those are snug. Okay. Now we have to put our adapters in. Alright guys, now we have to figure out which adapter to use, the short neck or the long neck. Now the long neck will work here. The problem with it is, if you look at this diameter here and this inside diameter here, this is much bigger. And if I were to use this, a lot of debris will go up inside and get stuck in here, and we don't want that. So the short neck, which if you're going to use a short neck, which is the one we need, because if you look at this diameter and this diameter, they're very close. They give you this spacer here. Okay, you're going to put the spacer over the splines, and then put your adapter on like that, and this fits snugly over the inside diameter. So you'll get less debris going inside of there. Okay. Now the next thing we want to do is put our reducer in. Put that right over this like that. Now we have to be mindful which way the blade is going to turn on here. So in this situation, I want it to turn this way. Okay. All right. Now this is the main washer that's going to hold this all together. All right. Without this, this is not going to be possible. Put that on there like that. They're going to give you this little washer, green, and then the nut. The nut, you want to, obviously, it's going to be left-hand thread. All right, guys, now we need to tighten this down, and you're going to use a 3/4 inch socket for this. Remember, this is left-hand thread, so you have to go the other way. You want it pretty snug. Be careful, don't cut yourself. This is sharp. You want to snug that down. You also could get the screwdriver and stick it in that hole, which would probably be the best thing, and tighten that down pretty good. Okay, now that's tight. One more thing they want you to do, and I would advise also, they give you a little cotter pin, and that will fit right in here like that. And just bend that back. And now we're in business. All right, the next thing we need to do is put on your handle here. Now, yeah, it's got this handle here, but with this handle here, you're going to be out a little farther. You're going to be able to control the rotation of it better. You have better control of it, but anyways. So if you're right-handed, obviously you're going to want to mount it like this. And if you're left-handed, I'm assuming you can mount it like this. Okay? They give you another one here. I'm sure this is probably for the SRM, SRM models, because they have 4 holes here. But I'm not going to need this. This comes in your kit, of course. They also give you this. Now I already have it. This is to hook up the harness. But I'm looking at this, And in order to put it on here, you might be able to open this up and slip it over the top, but it would probably be better if you disconnect it here and just separate it, take this off and slide it along the shaft, and then put the bolt in here. But since I don't need this because I already have it mounted, we're not going to use that one that they gave us. So here you need a Torx wrench, and it's a T25. And we'll take this off. Alright, so this bottom piece comes off, and what they essentially did is, you can see that right there, that they just put a handle on this thing. So we're going to mount this here. Like that. That should do it. All right, so that's good to go. And I think we are ready. All right, guys, before we get started, I shouldn't really have to tell you this, but this is pretty dangerous, all right? Always be aware of your surroundings. Make sure there's no one around in your area. Make sure there's especially there's no kids around or pets, okay? Just be aware of your surroundings, and always look around and behind your shoulders. All right, guys, let's see how this does. All right, guys. This looks much better. All right, so this blade is awesome, okay? What I've noticed is if you hook it up to this here, this is good if you got some brush in a field or whatever, you got some small trees and you're just going back and forth, that's fine. But when you're doing up against fence lines like this, you need more reach, okay? So it's best to not connect it. That way you can go and cut off all the... This had so many vines. The trouble I had was the vines. There was thorny vines too. It cut my arm up pretty good over here. But that's the only problem I had, is the vines were just crazy. I mean, you cut some branches off and some brush and then you start pulling on it and there's, you know, 500 vines connected to it. A 1-inch branch goes through it, you don't even feel it. 2 inches, just about the same thing. 3-inch, I had it pinch on the blade a few times because as you're going through it, the small tree started falling into it and it pinched the blade. But I mean, that's expected. Yeah, 1-2 inches, boom, slices through it like butter. This is much better than those other ones that have the chainsaw on them. My neighbor has that, and it works okay, but it doesn't go through the 2 and 3 inch, or even the 1 inch for that matter, branches like this thing does. Yeah, very good. I like it. I will definitely recommend it. All right, guys, so I'm going to have a link for the blade, this helmet, and the conversion kit to put this on your on an Echo anyways, trimmer below the video. You can check those links out and or search for the one that goes on your trimmer. All right, guys, so appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys in the next video.